Right. Okay, why am I here?
We're having a meeting.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then what are all these people doing here?
What people?
Those people.
Oh, we should probably tell them to be quiet, just so we can carry on with our business.
Did you hear that? No unmuting from any of you.
And in the case of an emergency, the fire exits are located behind you. Whether that's a door or not is not our responsibility.
Could we get on now?
Yeah, let's just say one more thing. Enjoy!
Enjoy.
Ah, it's just me. Oh, bugger. Jesus, this is going to be a long meeting. Right, better start early. 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, I'm not going to be the first one here.
Hi, Sandra. Oh, oop. Hi, everyone.
Good morning!
Hi, Josie.
New faces, how lovely.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hello,
everyone.
hi.
Alright, so let's settle down now. I just want to say welcome all. Absolutely smashing this Zoom thing is. On behalf of the Committee of Cycle Lanes and Paths.
Sorry, I did just want to say that I am so excited to be doing this with everyone. This is going to be so much fun.
Right, yes, just to continue.
And I just want to say, on behalf of the Committee for Librarial, Codicological and other associated affairs, we are just so thrilled to be working with such a great group of people.
Oh, speak for yourself. Are you really just going to continue interrupting?
Oh, hi, Sandra. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just...
Katie, not the time. Right, before we start working together, I think it's best we set some ground rules.
Ground rules, exactly. I was about to say the same thing. Margaret, is it?
Right. If you can't make any of these meetings, you have to let one of the chairs know. That's me or Josephine.
No interrupting.
Yes. Thank you, Josephine. No interrupting.
Hi. Yes, sorry. I feel like we should have some introductions just to get to know each other before we start working together. I found over my years of experience that a good team is a productive team. I'm Vicky, by the way, and I'm a member of C-Clap.
Hooray!
Team bonding games, I absolutely love these. Last year, I took LibCom to Whittingley West for a 3-week-long intensive residential team bonding experience, and I really feel like it improved our work ethics, right, guys? I'm Katie, by the way, and I am so excited to be part of this incredible project. My mum's always telling me to get out and meet new people, and I guess this is the best way that I can. The only way these days. I think it's your turn, Claire.
Oh, Claire,
okay,
I think
how
you're
are you?
muted. If you press the button in the bottom.
Oh, it's okay. I'll unmute you. There you go. You can talk now. Oh,
God.
you muted yourself.
You muted
can't
yourself
hear
there.
you.
Oh, her name is Claire. Could we move on?
Hello to all my future best friends. I am Sandra, a proud member of C-Clap.
Hey!
We're going on 7 years, and I'm just so thrilled to be part of this thrilling thing we call life.
Are you making fun of me?
Me? No.
Thanks for that, Sandy. My name's Josephine, or you can call me Josie or Fiend or whatever floats your boat. I'm a proud member of the Committee of Cycle Lanes and Paths, or as we like to call it, C-Clap. Proud Oxford graduate, almost a 2-1 with 30 years of political experience under the old belt. Not to name names, but I did shadow one Lady of Iron for a few.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Josephine.
It's Josie or Fiend. We're all friends here, aren't we, Marge?
No.
Sorry, I must have misheard you. Josie, you worked with the Maggie T, Margaret Thatcher. How has this never come up before?
Oh, darling, no.
The Lady of Iron, the legendary councilwoman, Glenda Ruddock.
Oh, right.
She championed the debate for that extra parking spot on the high street outside Snappy Snaps. She was a bloody legend, no less. Every time I look at that line on the pavement, I think, this is what a woman in politics can achieve.
Come on, Big M. What's your name?
Katie, for God's sakes, this is so inefficient. You can literally all see my name, it's on the screen.
I mean, we've all done it. Come on.
Margaret. My name is Margaret. I'm the chair for the Committee of Librarial, Codicological and Other Associated Affairs.
But you can call us Libcom.
And I would really appreciate it if we could start work. I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to solve serious issues in our borough, and I would be extremely grateful if you could all at least try and work with me.
Hey, Big M, there's no I in what?
Sorry?
Team, that's the one. So let's crack on together.
Thanks for that. Well, I'm just going to share my screen and I'll show you what I've been sent. Oh, this diagram illustrates a harrowing pandemic gripping the peddling community of Hackton. The lethargy of our response cannot be ignored as the prime cause for this issue, and though I am disappointed it was not nipped in the bud earlier, we cannot linger on the past. Since 2013, we have been extensively surveying the correlation between literacy and mode of transport among the citizens of Hackton. This graph illustrates the average reading ability of each member of Hackton against their primary mode of transport. We utilised the data from the annual Hackton Literacy Skill Test. This year, the average literary score for the cyclists had dropped down to 1 out of 10. A 6-month survey investigating the causes of this issue has also discovered that cyclists are 12% less likely to visit the Hackton Public Library on their journeys. This, our survey has found, is as a result of lack of easy access to our infamous Hackton Public Library. Opened by Princess Eugenie herself in 2012, widely considered to be the most significant royal spectacle of the year.
Oh, I have such fond memories of Huffle. That children's section really defined my childhood.
Only your childhood? I swear I saw you in there a few weeks ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, this is a problem which needs to be addressed. The diagram on the next slide shows the cause of this obstacle to literary knowledge for our cyclists, namely the National Rail train line. The cycle lane has been cut off by the line, which we believe is preventing cyclists from accessing the library. This has resulted in a severe decrease in the cyclists' access to books. In fact, when the library service conducted a survey of the cyclists' favourite books, 35% could not recall a single title, 22% claimed it to be Harry Potter, and another 17% declared it to be Normal People, which frankly means they might as well have not read a book at all. I mean, it is a hit TV series after all.
Sorry, just what does this have to do with libraries? Clearly the main issues with the cycle path.
Well, this is not a competition, Josephine.
But realistically, if this was a competition, this is more to do with libraries.
The next diagram was drawn up by our very professional, very meticulous investigative team in order to convey the full extent of the cyclists' opponent to literary access.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, no.
Yeah, you can see the issue there.
Yeah. A hindrance, clearly. I propose we split up, do some hardcore thinking about the problem, and then reconvene and put our thoughts down on paper.
God, this must have been so hard for the poor cyclists. They're already struggling enough with that pothole on Weston Street. I saw 3 in a row go flying the other day.
I heard that Susie Brockery once left her bike on the other side of the tracks just while she went to borrow a book, and when she came back, it was gone. And the worst part, she was carrying a copy of Crime and Punishment. That poor woman, just as she was victim of a crime. Good job it wasn't Murder and Punishment or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Is there any way we could get her a refund or something? What kind of person could live carrying that guilt?
Well, rumour has it she actually faked the whole thing to hide the affair. If you want to hear about a real robbery, actually, Peter McBroom
No, Why did you have to go and do that? I was enjoying that. What happened to Peter?
That's quite enough of that. If you two committees want to work effectively together, then we have to focus. The Committee for Cycle Lanes and Paths will be looking into...
Clap!
Yeah.
So good.
Yes, thank you. C-Clap and Libcom have never worked together before, and if we mess this up, we never will again.
Here. Oh, sorry, you're on a roll. Carry on.
I suggest the members of both committees come together for a meeting next week to map ideas, while Josephine and I will be working out the restrictions.
Yes, of course. I mean, at CCAP, we're used to working with much bigger budgets than you are at Libcom. So I was thinking, if anything, we have to think big. Think big. And when you think you thought big, think bigger.
Yes, I am completely on your vibe. It's just about getting things done, getting round the negotiation table, putting aside the rhetoric, and stopping this confusion from happening again.
You know, I haven't ridden a bike in 40 years.
40 years, but you're on the committee for cycle lanes and paths.
Kept falling off because of this stuff. Set a bad example for the kiddies. Don't drink, kids, and that's with a comma. Don't drink, kids. Not like don't drink, kids, because you know
That's quite enough of that. Members, you meet next week, and if you could please put together a PowerPoint to show us your... Oh, Katie, what do you want? We're not in school. You could just sense when there's a lull in the conversation and pitch in then. What do you want?
Oh, I just had to tell you all. I have exciting news.
You're pregnant, knew it.
You found a solution.
You finally moved out of your parents' house.
No, Claire, everyone has roommates. No, I've made a pub quiz. Now, obviously we can't actually go to the pub, but if we all bring a drink,
Halfway there then.
I think it'll be an Aperol spritz for me, but anyway, I would love it if you all could come. I think it would be a great way to get to know each other better, and my mum always says there's nothing like a competition to get people to show their real colours.
So you're not going to help at all? With anything? Okay, if we agree to do your pub quiz, can I please get everyone to do some work?
I didn't mean to upset you, I just thought that we...
Katie, Claire, Sandra and Vicky, you're all going to work on the solutions in your own group next week. Josephine, you and I will be looking into the funding restrictions and risk assessments.
Well, more like having loads of fun, eh, Marge?
If that's all we need to discuss, then I will see you all next week.
Sorry, hi, Vicky here. Could we possibly take a team photo? You see, I'm running CCAP's Twitter, and I think it would mean a lot to our followers if we can show them how we're soldiering on, even through these strange and uncertain times. I'll count down from 3 and we can all smile.
Great idea, I love that.
Is this really necessary?
God, I'm going to be famous.
Oh, how should I pose? Like this or like that?
Been a while since someone asked me for a photograph. Takes me back to the 80s, I'm telling you.
Okay, everyone ready? 3, 2, 1.
Well,
Okay,
lovely
bye now.
Bye everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Go teams, yay. Oh, that's lovely.
It would be if we had more attractive people in the photo.
So, Sandra, how are Toby and Martha?
I don't know, why didn't you ask them?
I didn't know you had children, Sandra.
Well, most people don't like to talk about their insecurities, Vicky.
I used to teach them when they were little. Such sweet things. They go to some snazzy boarding school now, don't they, Sandra?
They did. Best invention since the bottle opener. At least I don't have to attend any of those ridiculous parents' evenings now.
Did you ever go to them anyway? I can't remember the last time I saw your face at a parents' evening. Not since the vaulting incident.
The vaulting incident.
I don't think this is any of your business, really, Vicky.
None of her business. She has a right to know that you made your child show off her vaulting skills to the entire school.
Sandra, you didn't.
It wasn't the whole school, it was only her year. And their parents. And the teachers.
It was because the PE teacher told her that Martha wasn't showing enough confidence in PE. And so Sandra made the whole of parents' evening watch her daughter run and jump over the vault.
Oh, it was already set at the gym anyway. You're making it seem like a bigger deal than it actually was. You were clearly over-exaggerating.
Listen, if we're going to have a sensible conversation about this, I think we should hear both sides properly.
She embarrassed her children just to prove a point.
Okay, let's not use words like prove. They're highly negative.
She is overreacting about something that happened ages ago. Martha is doing fine now. Probably.
You wouldn't know how Martha's doing. You never see her.
Sandra, assuming how Katie should or shouldn't react in a situation is not helping.
I just don't think this is necessary, Katie.
Don't think this is necessary. Oh, I really want to say a bad word. You spent your entire time at my school spreading rumours about me, and now you say I don't have the right to share your little secrets. You're a bad woman.
Wow, brutal.
I think that was kind of harsh, Katie. Should we try to have a more constructive conversation?
And may I also say that I don't just feel sorry for you, but for your poor children. Having to hear you say such mean things about them.
Oh, it's not my fault that they don't understand sarcasm, even when it's hitting them directly in the face.
Look, we really must be getting on. Katie, why don't you tell us more about your pub quiz?
I just hope they're getting important life lessons from someone, since they're definitely not getting them from you.
Well, I'd rather they listen to their mother than someone whose favourite song is bloody Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
I like the message behind it.
What message?
Katie does have a point.
Please don't get involved, Vicky. We don't need you and your morals right now.
Yeah, honestly, Vicky, piss off.
All I was trying to do was to de-escalate the situation, but clearly my ideas are not welcome here. You know what? I'm going to leave this chat and we can reschedule it for a time when we're all feeling more reasonable and productive, so that we can be the strong and stable committee that our borough really deserves. Goodbye for now.
Gosh, Katie, I think I found someone who makes me want to scream into a sandwich more than you.
Well, she's not saying that, just, you know, she's a...
A bit.
That's a bit harsh. I think she has good intentions. They're just a bit annoying. Sandra, I'm sorry about before.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm sorry. It was unfair. I'm sure you're a wonderful mother in your own way.
Some people display their love through public displays of acrobatics, and there is nothing wrong with that.
I know.
I'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.
Ciao.
Goodness, have you repainted your wall, Katie?
Oh, right, my background. No, it's just you can change your background on these Zoom calls. So I wanted to make sure I was representing Hackton, as I should.
A background, you say?
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello all, how are we doing on this fine morning? Could someone please tell me why we decided to have a meeting at 8 a.m?
Well, you see, it's the only time I'm free today.
Goodness, what do you get up to?
Trust me, darling, you do not want to know.
Look, I'm in space.
So, I go for my morning run at 4. Then I feed Gertie,
Gertie.
my sourdough starter. She's a real fighter, my Gertie.
Oh,
I mean, I warned you.
And then I use some of the leftover starter to make some pancakes, tweet and gram a photo, of course, then pop them in the fridge for later.
I mean, I didn't really mean an entire rundown, but...
You know what I really think is taking up my time at the moment? It's gardening. I've really started to get into it these days, and I've just found it to be so incredibly fulfilling. Claire, do you garden?
Look, it's my grandson. He's on the big screen. Oh, it's almost like I'm with him, the little angel.
Babies are overrated. They're all the same, really.
Yes, thank you, Sandra.
Look, everyone, he's smiling in this one. Oh,
But she's only a newborn.
he's very advanced. Oh, the sweet little boy.
Could we please get some work done now? You know, I'm all for a chill atmosphere, but we've kind of got think chill, then think serious.
My goodness, we've got quite the budding politician here.
Oh, well, I really don't want to speak too soon, but I just feel like my talents level lay in academia. I'm so much more focused on the person, you know? I love to meet new people and get things done for the people who really need it. Like my Cambridge tutor once told me, academics can get you to the edge, but it takes someone who's lived and loved to break the surface. You know, it's like you turn if you want to. The lady's not for turning.
How old did you say you are again?
23.
I mean, they're just getting younger and younger these days, aren't they?
Is everyone excited for my pub quiz?
Sandra, not to be rude, but is there any way you can turn the lights on? It's just we can't really see you.
Oh, the sacrifices I make. Oh, Jesus, a blinded counsellor. Is this really the best use of your time?
No, I know. Yeah, he is an arse. Yeah, I told you he wasn't the one. Ever since he started wearing your socks on his hands. Yeah, a massive red flag. Oh no, of course I still love you, of course. Yeah. Look, you know I want to stay, but I have to go to this shit show of a meeting. Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. It's Hackton Council. Yeah, have you seen their logo? It speaks for its bloody self. Crap. Hello, everyone. Oh, that was a play. Me and my friend it was a rehearsal for a play. Me and my friend are doing a play on Zoom. It's called Zooming. That was just a rehearsal. Okay, no, sorry, no. There's no play. I was just nervous. I'm sure you can all appreciate that. I'm not a bad person.
Shall we get started then?
Great idea there, Sandra. You must be the representative for National Rail.
Sure, yes, sure. So, for anyone who isn't aware, I'm just here to make sure that all the solutions you've been coming up with for this cycling problem are in full compliance with our rail safety regulations and customer service protocols, and will have absolutely no adverse effect on the smooth running of the train timetable that we operate here at the National Rail.
I am just positive that there won't be a problem. Don't you worry, Miss, what was it?
Ms. Julie Antine.
Thanks. Well, sorry to butt in, but I've been doing a lot of thinking and I've come up with some great ideas which I really think will help sort out our little problem. I've really been trying to adopt Josephine's Think Bigger initiative.
Go on, love.
Okay, well, so my first idea was to redesign the trains, adding a big gap in the middle, so with the right timing, the cyclist can just sort of ride through. Or if you're not the biggest fans of that idea, then my next suggestion was to create a sort of bike park thing with a big ramp in the middle. So if you cycle up really, really fast, you can just sort of fly over and then land on the other side in a ball pit or on a gym mat or in a pool. See, this is what I love about working in a team. The ideas just spark off each other.
Cannot even begin to express how many regulations that would break.
No, I really like the bike park ramp vibe. Add some kind of eco-gardening initiative to offset the carbon footprint, and I'm down.
What I can't quite understand is why anyone would ride a bike in the first place. I mean, I just don't get it. Firstly, exercise. No, thank you. And secondly, let's just say the back seat makes me thankful I'm a woman. I mean, even then, it's a pain in the vagina.
Yes, thank you, Sandra. Right. I vote that we split up into PowerPoint co-managers. Claire and Katie, you can take that. Then Sandra and I can act as diagram coordinators. You know what? I'll set up an online spider diagram and we can all put our ideas in. Then we can narrow them down until we have the ones we feel most confident in.
And the ones I say you can do.
Thank you, Julie, but must I remind you that you neither work here nor want to be here? Right, everyone ready? Got our thinking caps on? Sandra?
Yes. Anything for you, Vicky.
Since when was this a solution? Who put this here? Sandra, Sandra!
Yes, darling. Is it me? Well, why is it always me?
Because it is always you.
Okay, listen, I really do think we have some really good ideas here. Ignoring the photos and all of Sandra's contributions.
Are we just going to ignore Katie's blatant self-promotion of the pub quiz?
I was only putting it there so that people would remember to come next week. It's not a pub quiz if no one shows up. In fact, that reminds me, should I send a few more emails?
Katie, you've been reminding everyone every day since you announced it last week. I think if someone forgets, it'll be a miracle.
That's a good thing.
No, not a good thing. Oh, jeez. Fine, let's go ahead and split off into our groups. Claire, does that sound okay to you? Claire, you're going to have to start speaking to us at some point. You're being immature.
Claire, listen, we do appreciate your grandson, and without a doubt, he is definitely the best grandson I've ever seen. It's just that he's not that relevant to cycle lanes and libraries.
He is the best. I just wish you could all appreciate that a bit more.
Oh,
No,
he's
he's
gorgeous.
sweet,
He's
Claire.
such a
He's
lucky
really
grandma. You know, I
adorable.
wish I had a grandson like
very
that.
lucky.
He is
Look
so
at his
cute,
little
just the
face.
most
So
adorable little
cute.
boy I've ever seen.
Well, what are we all waiting for? Let's get on.
Okay, should we get on then? Great. There's an advert.
Are you insecure about your cleavage? Do you wish people would stop staring at your flat, curveless chest? AKYN Cosmetic Enhancements can help.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated Hackton Council pub quiz. Now you cheer.
Woo!
Before we can find out which team will take home the Hackton Council pub quiz winning glory prize, we must first announce the teams. On team 1 we have Big M.
Oh, my name's Margaret.
Big M and Sandra. And on team 2 we have Josie, Claire and Vicky. You can of course change your team name. The best team name will win a bonus point.
So there are bonus points. Interesting.
I'll read the first question and then you can go into your breakout rooms to confer, decide on an answer, and then we'll move on to the next question. Everyone understood? Okay, the first question is, what is the population of Hackton? Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, I'll send you to your groups.
Look, Big M in the house.
Right, I get it, you don't like me, but I don't particularly like you either, so I guess we agree on that.
I have said no such thing.
Well then, should we just answer this question? What is the population of Hackton?
Can I just say, what sort of question is that? I mean, where is the what year was Bohemian Rhapsody released kind of stuff? I am not emotionally prepared to deal with a pub quiz that doesn't have any Queen.
Oh God, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it, but really, like, what is this?
I find Katie a bit intense. She used to teach my children. I always think she had a secret vendetta against me.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect that to change anytime soon. Katie has a very strict set of morals.
I honestly don't understand how you work with her.
Patience and a strong will. Her dad used to work in this committee, so it's very important to her. I doubt she'll ever leave. Talking about intense, how's working with Vicky?
She's just a baby. Wants to be a big-time politician. I just don't know how to break it to her that getting her start in Hackton Council for the Committee of Cycle Lanes and Paths isn't probably the fact that she's expecting. She completely idolises Josie as well.
idolises Josie. God.
What? There's something I should know.
No, not at all. Right, what should our answer be? I'll just put 300,000. It's got to be something close to that, right?
Let's go with that. Should we get back to the group again?
Isn't this fun? I'm having so much fun.
Yes, well, let's carry on.
Margaret, you haven't named your team? You can't just be team one. That is boring, and this is a place for fun.
Oh, we just didn't decide on one, that's all. Isn't that right, Sandra?
Yes, see, I wanted to go with the Hackton Hands.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of Margaret and
Sandra. She was thinking Margaret and Sandra.
I'll put down the Hackton Hands. That's a much better name.
What about our name? You haven't said our name yet.
Oh yes, the Hackton Hungry Hippos. Amazing. Okay, team leaders Margaret and Josie, please send your answers in. Thank you. The next question is, what is the most popular supermarket in Hackton according to the polls from 2018? Now off you go to confer.
Right, team, come on, we've got this. I think we've definitely already got the team name bonus point, so now we've just got to keep going strong. I have never lost a pub quiz, and this team is not going to be the reason that I do. Okay, hit me with ideas.
Great, thanks for that, Clauser. So now what I was thinking would really lift our team up to the next level would be a team dance. Obviously, I choreographed our wonderful C-clap dance. Come on, Vicky, do it with me. C-clap. So I was thinking something like H for Hackton, and then hungry, and then
Ooh, what about hippos?
what's got to do with a hippo?
Well, because hippos are fat.
Oh, Clauser, you're letting me down. Vicky, have you got any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe something like hippos? The claws?
Ooh, yes! The Vixter, the Vixmeister. I'll draw on Victrix again and she whips it out of the bloody pot. Oh, it's perfect. I love everything about it. Okay, let's try that together. Hackton, hungry, hippos. Oh, yes.
Can we please get back to the question? I'm not about to risk my title for some dance.
I was thinking maybe Sainsbury's.
Great, thanks for that. So I say we go with Tesco, because I heard Sadie's sister tell her husband, who works at Tesco, has seen a steady increase in customers ever since Sainsbury's had that disastrous Easter egg season in 2016.
What happened in 2016?
They mixed up the ostrich eggs with the chocolate eggs. Quite the surprise when we tried to bite into them and almost broke our teeth. My sister actually did. Worst Easter I've ever had.
Well, that's pretty conclusive. Everyone happy then?
I was thinking maybe we could go for that.
Let's go, team. If we join Katie before the others get there, then we might get extra points. Come on, go.
Okay, so the Hackton Hands and the Hackton Hungry Hippos.
Hackton, hungry, hippos.
Oh, wonderful! That was amazing. If you could both submit your answers.
Show off.
What was that, Margaret? Jealous? Are you jealous of our cohesion as a team? Ooh, I think I just pulled a muscle.
Whatever. Can we have the next question, please, Katie?
Yes, let's do this. The second last question
Sorry.
is...
The second last question. Haven't we only just started?
Don't complain, it's nearly over.
Who was the chief executive of Hackton Council in 1987? And what was his or her famous catchphrase? Now, off you go, teams.
I am tired, I hate this, and I hate all these people.
Oh, you don't hate all of them. Just stop being overdramatic.
Look, just because you're buddy-buddy with everyone.
I am not buddy-buddy with everyone. Have you met me?
I thought I did, but the more I get to know you, the more I realise that you're just my type of person.
Oh, stop being ridiculous. You don't know me any better than you did before. I am incredibly professional.
Even during a team building council pub quiz.
Yes, especially during a team building council pub quiz.
Right, who's the chief exec then?
Hackton Council Chief Executive 1987.
Why does it sound like you're typing? You're a cheat. Margaret Letwood is a cheater.
Listen here. If we get all the questions wrong, which I think we have so far, then the other team will win by a mile. And in case you'll get upset because you'll think we didn't try, it's not cheating, it's just a white lie. Maybe we can spell his name a bit wrong and it will look more believable.
Margaret Letwood, openly cheating, an absolute controversy. I'll be the first to tell the papers.
Oh, go away. Right. Here it is. Okay, Stephen Brindon, he was the chief exec from 1985 to 1999. God, could you imagine spending that much time in this council?
Who is probably getting paid more than us.
His catchphrase was, oh God.
Is it bad?
It was, if you think you've met some tough guys, try the Hackton Council.
You're joking. Please tell me you're joking.
I'm not joking, that is genuinely what he said.
Where the Hackton Council, they might bite.
You think that's bad? Don't even try talking to the women.
We should probably get back.
Yeah, you're right.
Hello, everyone. Please submit your answers.
What are you two laughing about?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Well, let's move on to the final question.
Hi, sorry, darling. I don't mean to interrupt. I was just wondering, how long did this actually take you to make?
Well, that's not really what this is about, is it now?
Yeah, go on. How long?
What, do you want me to tell you how many hours? I don't know.
More or less than 2.
More?
More or less than 15.
Sandra, don't be ridiculous. It can't have been more than.
I just wanted to make it good.
Oh, no, it is good. We're having a great time, aren't we, guys?
You know what? I shouldn't have put so much effort in it. It makes me look like a try-hard.
No, we are. We're having a really lovely time. Thank you.
Come on, Katie. We all want to hear the last question, don't we?
The last question is, drumroll please. When do the bins get collected in Hackton? I want days for food waste, recycling and general waste. And off you go.
The bins! Is she out of her mind?
Okay, listen, I know it's a little bit of a strange question, but really, did you expect anything else? I mean, I didn't expect you to be so competitive, Claire.
Oh, how dare you! I am not competitive. I am ambitious. And I said that there was going to be a weak link in this chain, and I'm just sorry it had to be you. The budding politician, little Miss Perfect Vicky.
Oh, hey there. I don't think Vicky was trying to be offensive. And I say, this is the last question, so let's just try and bury the hatchet and submit a final answer.
But don't you see? The whole problem is that this is the final question. 4 questions for an entire pub quiz. Is she out of her mind? Each question we get wrong takes a huge number of our points away.
You know, I could help here.
Oh, I really have not got time for you, weakling.
Oh, come on, Claz, calm it.
My name is Claire, no Z, and if you could use it, that would be highly appreciated. No, go on, weakling. What is it you want to share with the group?
Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter now. But when I was 17, I did some work experience for the committee for bin disposal, for my personal statement, of course.
What did you say?
No, I suppose it doesn't really matter.
No. The thing, you said a thing about bin disposal. Look, Vicky, I didn't really mean any of the stuff I said before. It wasn't personal.
Sure.
Oh, come on, please tell me. I really want to win. For me, for the Hackton Hungry Hippos.
Only for the benefit of the team, not for you, Class. Okay, so it was food on a Thursday, recycling on a Monday, and the general waste was definitely on a Wednesday.
There we go. That wasn't a very difficult question. I don't know what you were all making a fuss about. Let's get going.
Congratulations, everyone! You have completed your very first Katie Tackerton pub quiz. First of many, may I add. Please submit your final answers and I'll tally up the scores.
I bet we beat you.
Oh God, I did warn you what a psychopath Claire is when it comes to competition.
Oh God, yeah, you didn't mean to warn us about that at all.
Well, you know what they say, it's all about team building skills and getting to know each other. You know what they also say? Never cross a Hackton Council woman when she's on her period.
Thank you. I'm glad you had so much fun, but the results are in. We have a tie!
No, this can't be happening.
No, you don't understand. This is the best possible outcome. This way, everyone wins.
That is not how a competition works. I demand to see the score sheets. This can't be right. They're a mess. They can't win. Oh, this is a disgrace. And truly, you should all be disappointed in yourselves. I know for a fact that they cheated. I say we check their computer history. Who says we check their computer history? Come on, team. No one? Oh, you're all so disloyal. This is an absolute embarrassment. I'm done.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to get horrible. I just wanted to do something nice and now it's all gone wrong. Oh, it's all my fault. I should go. I'm so sorry, everyone, that I ever thought I could do something to help build team spirit.
What is going on? Has everyone gone insane?
Darling, we've always been insane.
This is not what I was expecting when I came to work here.
A rule for life, always lower your expectations.
Well, yes, of course I always do. I'm just, surprised. I guess I'd better head off then. I have a friend's Zoom party then. I've got to feed Gertie. Have a good day.
Gertie, he'll be the death of me. I'll give you that for a fact.
I should probably go too. My husband said he'd cook dinner and I can already smell plastic burning.
God, good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
What just happened?
I genuinely don't think I could say, but what I do know is that I want a framed photo of Claire's face when she heard it was a draw.
It's been fun, Big One. I'll see you soon.
Oh, don't you start calling me that too. Goodbye, partner. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
Great.
How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Great. Good.
I just thought this would be a good time to think about the progress we're making as a team. But not us specifically, the whole team, I mean.
Yeah, great idea. I thought the same.
Okay. You don't need to pretend like you had this idea before me.
No, I'm not doing that at all. We're just thinking along the same lines. That's all.
Okay.
I think we're working well as a team. There haven't been any significant arguments so far as I can tell, and that's always a good sign.
I mean, I'm a little worried about their shared competence, but we'll have to wait for that.
In terms of funding, where are we with that?
By where are we with that? Do you actually mean, have I found out how much funding we can get for this?
No, I've been helping. Don't try and turn this all on me.
What have you been helping with? Please, let me know one time you've actually helped.
I just like to keep the team cohesion together, you know?
No, I don't know. You're saying words, but somehow it's as if you're not saying anything at all. It's quite impressive, actually.
Okay, well, I can clearly see you're trying to play the point taker here. My methods aren't about thinking about the specific things people do. It's thinking towards the general goal. And there's no vision in division.
No, there is vision in division. Oh, never mind. Just don't start with that bull, acting like I don't know you.
Oh, hey, if you want to play the history game, I am more than ready to.
Okay, there's no need to get vicious here.
No, I can play this game. I wonder how much fun Claire would have spreading all the dirt I have on you, Margaret Letwood, if that is your real name.
Oh, that is my name. Don't be stupid.
It'd just be so easy for my tongue to slip and share some dark secret that you don't want anyone to know.
Oh, Josephine, you really can stop there. It's fine. I get the message.
What do you think Katie would think if she found out that you're a thief?
Josephine! That was 40 years ago. Even if the police did find out, they wouldn't care.
But it's not about the police, is it? It's about your reputation. I mean, everyone knows you've been gunning for top female worker at Hackton Borough Council for what, 5 years?
Hey.
No, you don't need to defend yourself. Shoplifting is a pretty serious petty crime, I'll have you know.
Why do you care? Honestly, why do you care what I do? Is it seriously still because of the fishy biscuits? Because I'm telling you, you have to let that grudge go.
The fishy biscuits would have been world famous by now if you hadn't bailed.
Oh, so it is still about that then? We were a student ska punk band called the Bloody Fishy Biscuits. We were hardly destined for stardom.
Oh, don't put yourself above it all. You cared about us all until some random guy offered you a record deal and you left us on the spot.
Oh, we're blowing this way out of proportion. It did not even nearly happen like that. We agreed that it was going to be our last year, and so I found another opportunity.
Well, I must have missed that meeting because I remember nothing of the sort.
Oh, nothing even came out of that deal.
That is so far from the point.
What could I do to fix this? This grudge has been held for far too long.
There is nothing, absolutely nothing that can help mend my broken future.
Oh, could you stop being so over-dramatic for 5 minutes? Listen, if I can forgive you for holding a grudge for so long, then maybe you can forgive me for leaving the band.
Honestly, I wasn't even that upset when the band collapsed after you left. I just thought we were friends and I trusted you.
We were friends. We still can be if you let me. I didn't leave because of you. I left because it was a bloody awful band. I mean, we really were bad.
God, absolutely worst thing I've been a part of. We were the only band who would get booed at that one pub. What was it called?
Oh, the Spoon and the Ferret.
Oh God, yeah. Absolutely worst thing I've been a part of.
Do you remember the guy who played the drums though?
Neil Howard.
Oh.
Legend. Absolutely no timing whatsoever. Remember when we tried to play Eye of the Tiger and no one could even recognise it?
Oh, look. Are we okay now, Jose?
We're okay. I'll just hold a little grudge against you, just in case I need anything from you.
Oh, for God's sake.
You were going to show me those risk assessments you'd drawn up.
Oh, now we're getting to the fun stuff.
I think that this could be a really good move for me.
I'm just not so clear on what you think you can bring to our committee.
I am professional, but bring a sense of fun to any project.
Vicky, what's going on? Who's this?
What, Claire, what are you doing here? Anyway, I work very well in teams, and I find that...
Oh, hey, Claire. Feel better we drew?
No, there's this random woman here and I don't know why.
What's this meeting for, Vic? You didn't say.
I am so sorry. I don't know why they're all here.
Vicky, you realise this isn't particularly professional.
Kyle, sorry, Oh, Anne, what are you doing here?
You know her? Who is she?
You realise I can hear you, and I can speak for myself. Vicky, if you think I'd even consider giving you a place on the Automobile and High-End Transportation Committee after this display of disorganisation, then I am very concerned by your idea of reasonable professional conduct.
What is Anne Ratchfield doing here?
Josephine, why are you here?
Vicky, could you please explain what's going on?
Why is she talking about you moving? You would do that?
No, Anne, this is not my fault, I promise. If I could just send over my CV with a recommendation to you, then would you consider me?
Sort out whatever this mess is. Send me your CV and I will consider considering you. Moving over to auto is a big step up, and I can only give you a place if you prove yourself.
I will, I promise.
I don't believe in promises. I believe in action. Speak soon.
Vicky, what was that about?
What are you all doing here? This was meant to be a one-on-one meeting.
You sent us an invitation on the group chat.
Yes, Vicky, we thought you wanted another meeting.
So you just brought us here to gloat about you leaving?
Why do you want to leave? Have you not enjoyed working with us? Was it my pub quiz?
Listen, it's nothing personal. And it wasn't just the pub quiz. I want to be part of something which actually gets things done. I saw an opening in the Automobile and High-End Transportation Committee and thought it was worth a shot.
You know, you preach teamwork and how a good team is a productive team, and yet you're willing to give up on us just so you can climb further up.
Climbing high and fast is fun, but if you don't stop and look around, you'll realise that you're scaling the Eiffel Tower, but instead you're actually halfway up a pylon.
And you were going to leave us for auto? You know how I feel about that committee. They look down on us because we deal with bicycles and they think cars and lorries are so much better.
And what about your sustainability? I may be 150 years old, but I'm well aware that bikes are better for the environment than cars.
Listen, I hear all of you and I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to find out this way. The only way I can make a lasting impact on society, and including increased sustainability, is if I build my way up to the top. Then I can put into effect all my dreams and they'll become a reality.
But we're a team. What about the effect on us?
Was it really because of the pub quiz? Because if so, I'll never do one again.
No, Katie. If she doesn't accept all of us the way we are, then she doesn't deserve to work with us.
I don't know what you want me to do.
We want you to realise that dumping a team for your own selfish desires is no reason enough to leave them.
I just want to be able to change things. And I can't exactly change the world from the Committee for Cycle Lanes and Paths in Hackton Borough Council, can I? But I know that auto is just one step above.
It's not worth losing a unified team over.
Josephine would know.
Look, Vicky, I used to have teams like yours, and I'm not saying they're a bad thing, but think about the people you're leaving behind. Ask yourself, what do you owe to the country? What do you owe to yourself? And then ask, what do you owe to other people?
As Billy Joel once said, slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile.
Niche reference.
If Vienna's niche, I'll eat my scarf.
What do I tell Anne then?
Anne can go in the bin.
Tell Anne it's not time to leave us yet. If she doesn't understand, then she doesn't deserve you and your wonderful ideas.
I don't know. I'll have to have a think about it.
Vicky, if you don't want to be a member of this team anymore and don't want to be a member of CCLAP, then please don't come next week. Is there someone else who can present the ideas?
I can do it.
Well, that's settled then. We'll meet again next week. And Vicky, the decision is yours.
I'm off. Goodbye, all.
I guess I'll go too.
Vicky, I knew you were an attention seeker, but I never expected this.
Katie, wait, don't go, please.
Oh, Vicky, I shouldn't be here. It's like I'm fraternising with the enemy.
I'm not the enemy. I thought we were friends.
I never thought you liked me very much, and
if we really are friends, then you take that into account too. Life is not about winning, it's about living. And right now you're just trying to win, just trying to get to the next big thing. Think it over, Vicky. Really think about it, because I don't want you to do anything you'll regret. Goodbye.
All right, gang. How are we diddly doing this morning?
Yeah, okay.
Really great.
I know we're all upset that Vicky isn't here, but I really believe we can get through this.
I just can't believe she would leave us, just when we're making so much progress.
And not to be rude, but
When you say not to be rude, I'm never more sure than to expect something rude.
listen, try working with her for 3 years, then tell me what you think.
She was my friend.
Okay, Katie, she's not dead.
She's dead to me. Bloody Otto.
Josephine, we've moved on from holding grudges, haven't we?
I should probably start the presentation, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Let's try to get on.
Hi guys.
You came back! Everything is right again!
Did you turn Anne down? I always believed in you, always.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to feed Gertie. If I could get a word in edgeways, then I can tell you.
Well, what did you do?
I just thought that there's so much more I could do to make CCAP the most efficient committee it can be. And, you know, I thought I might miss the committee.
CCAP would not be the same without you.
Well, let's get on then.
I'm so excited for you to see our solutions. I'm just incredibly proud to be a part of something so much bigger than me.
Wait, so if we decide on a solution, then this is our final meeting? All of us together?
What is coming over you? Are you being sentimental?
Don't pretend you don't feel the same. Okay, I'll start the pitch then. So, our committees have been brought together to find a solution to the problem affecting a large percentage of Hackton residents. As we can see, from 2015 to now, there has been an exponential growth in usage of bicycles. We can also see that since the Eco Footprint Initiative in 2019, 96% of people have stated that they would consider riding a bike.
Vicky, we're not disputing that this is an issue. Get to the point.
Sorry, yes, I just wanted to give a bit of background information. So, here is the problem. As you can see, there is a clear obstacle in the way of well-meaning cyclists just trying to get to the library.
Yeah, Vicky, we do all know the issue. There's no one new here. Could you just show us your solutions?
Okay, I'm getting to it. The first solution is called the bridge. So, building a bridge over the tracks could aid the cyclists in, well, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory. But if we don't have the money to buy the material to put on top, we can simply dig a tunnel underneath, bringing us to the next solution, the tunnel. This would cause absolutely no disruption for the train line, while also making an exciting little route for the cyclists too.
That one was actually my idea.
The next idea is called the long way around. We propose that with some extra funding, we could create a road directing the cyclists to the nearest station, where they can go up the stairs, then exit along to the other side of the station, where there will be another road leading them to the library.
That was my idea.
And finally, we have the mobile library. So in this solution, the library would be put on wheels, meaning it will be able to cross to the other side of the tracks. This way, the library will be available on both sides of the track, depending on the day of the week. It would be pedal powered, so we could retain some of the energy to power the lights inside the main building.
No, this can't be happening. And that's it, that's all you've got.
Well, yes, we managed to cut our ideas down to the best ones.
What is this? Oh, what is this? I'm sorry, I've really tried to be nice. I've really tried to keep a lid on my anger, but this is too much. How could any of you have thought any of these were good ideas? The brief was hardly complicated. You come back from 2 weeks of work with this. These are the drawings of a child. No planning, no thought for the budget or the realistic future of any of these ideas. Oh, I'm flabbergasted.
Listen, I had no part in this.
Oh, as if you've ever been a part of a team.
Hey, don't back out of the team now. We're all in this together, right?
Katie, not the time. Not the time.
Guys, you realise we expected a bit more than this.
A bit more than this? Why is nobody reacting to this absolute disaster?
I don't understand what you mean. They were perfectly good ideas. This is precisely why I didn't come back.
Hi, yes. The chair of the committee of cycle lanes and paths. You can call us C-Cup. Okay. Right. Oh. Thanks for letting us know. The library, it's closing down. They don't need our help anymore.
So much for making my dad proud.
Katie, don't say that.
What do you mean?
My dad was the best councillor Hackton Council had ever seen. He wouldn't have let down so many people trying to achieve this. I haven't done anything.
But Katie, you haven't let anyone down.
In fact, I think you've done a pretty good job of bringing people together.
No, I let you down. I let the cyclists down. Christ, I even let Julianne team down. You're just saying that to make me feel better.
We wouldn't have a complete team if it wasn't for you. You were the only one who really stopped Vicky leaving when we needed her.
She's right. And don't forget how much you helped Claire by teaching her to change backgrounds.
Katie, sometimes you have to focus on what you have achieved rather than what you haven't. You managed to bring the pub to Sandra when Sandra couldn't go to the pub.
God, I miss the pub.
And just because you worked for something which didn't come out doesn't mean it was for nothing.
So, you think he would have been proud?
Definitely.
So, is this a goodbye then?
Well, I've been getting more and more into my fitness routine lately, so I'd be more than happy to lead you ladies in a workout if you fancy.
I'll pass on that one.
Back sitting down.
Really busy.
Oh, I've been thinking about writing another pub quiz. I can invite all of you.
I don't think any of us could survive another pub quiz with Claire.
You know, seeing all the problems with the running of cycle lanes and libraries, I just can't believe the council hasn't allowed us to work together before.
Yeah, I mean, if almost everyone would ride a bike, 96%, you know, then that means that combining that with an interest in libraries, it'll change the game.
I actually have had an idea knocking about for a few days.
I actually can't wait to hear this.
Since the rise of bicyclism, the link between bicycles and libraries cannot be ignored any longer. To increase the cyclists' exposure to and desire to read books, I propose creating a new cycle lane through the libraries. Basically, it's like a drive-through, but for books. So we could create a new cycle path going through all the libraries, and then the cyclists could pick up books on the way.
I love that. And if we added solar panels and a pedal-powered electricity system.
And we could expand our cycling section with Chris Hoy's memoirs.
But the drive-through...
We can't do that right now. But I have actually noticed that there aren't quite as many bike racks as there should be near the library on Fortin Street. Only 3 at my last count.
There, exactly. How can you justify only 3 bike racks with so many hypothetical cyclists?
Josie, do bike racks come under your jurisdiction?
Technically not, but we could.
Well, that's okay then. We'll just use the "and other associated affairs" bit of our title, and then it will be fine.
Yeah, we always do that.
Great. There's no time to lose. Are we all on board? Great, that's what I like to see. So we'll meet normal time next week to discuss our first steps.
And I'll figure out the funding restrictions.
Oh, no, don't worry, Marge. I can handle funding. Don't worry.
Well then, bike racks, cycle path, memoir sections. Looks like I'll be seeing all of you next week.